Welcome to PPK Pharma tutorial. In this video, we are going to discuss about wound healing, pathophysiology or pathology or pathogenesis of wound healing. This topic comes under pathophysiology, Unit 1, B Form C, first year, second semester, R19 syllabus. Now we will see the pathophysiology of wound healing. Before going to this video, please subscribe my channel PPK Pharma Tutorial and click on bell icon through which our videos will be available to you in the form of notification. And also like our channel and share this video to your friends. Now we will go inside the topic, that is wound healing. Wound healing refers to the body replacement of destroyed tissue by living tissue. Means wound healing is nothing but replacement of destroyed tissue with living tissue. Okay, generally occurs wound because of destroyed, that is replaced with living tissue. Next, during healing, a complex cascade of cellular events to achieve resurfacing, reconstruction and restoration of tensile strength of injured tissue. Means during healing a complex events occurs to achieve resurfacing, means to achieve the original surface area and also original construction. Some cellular events occurs. Now we will see what are the different cellular events or stages. Basic principle of wound healing in skin involved four stages, that is homeostasis, inflammatory stage, proliferative stage and remodeling stage. Now first stage, that is homeostasis. In homeostasis, production of fibrin clot and platelets release a cocktail, a cytokine characterized by redness, heat, pain and swelling. In homeostasis mechanism, fibrin clot is formed and also platelets are released, and also you can see the redness, color and heat and also swelling characteristics is visible in the homeostasis process. That is, homeostasis is initiated after the trauma, means after the injury homeostasis process is started. After the injury 2 hours, for up to 2 hours this homeostasis mechanism undergoes. Next, initiates the healing process by stabilizing the wound through platelet activity that stops bleeding and trigger the immune response. This, this healing, in the healing process under homeostasis, wound healing occurs through platelet activity. We know that platelet stops the bleeding and also trigger the immune system. Next, the fibrin matrix becomes the threefold rapid restoration of a temporary barrier to the external environment. Next stage, inflammatory stage. Inflammatory stage is divided into two events, that is early event and late event. Now we will see early event. It occurs within the minute of initial injury, where neutrophils, monocytes and macrophages are on the scene to control bacterial growth and remove dead tissues. Neutrophils often kills healthy host cells. In early events, we can see the release of neutrophils, monocytes and macrophages. They prevent bacterial growth and also remove the dead tissue. And neutrophils often kills healthy host cells. This is one of the disadvantage of neutrophils. Next, early events is characterized, we can see by red color, warmth, means warm in nature, and it is caused by capillary blood system, increasing circulation and laying foundation to epithelial growth. Next, matrix metalloproteases and also known as MPP. They promote physiological wound healing, debridement and also facilitate cellular migration and also remodeling in wound healing. MPP have been found in high levels in the conditions like chronic wound fluid degrade, extracellular matrix, Means this MPP will be available or found in high levels, high quantity in chronic wounds, and also degrade extracellular matrix, growth factors and cytokines which are necessary for healing. Next, increased MPP activity and prolonged inflammatory response in wound due to increased bacterial colonization, repeated trauma and ischemia. These are the three conditions which increases the MPP activity or MPP release. Okay, MPP release occurs in high quantity due to these three reasons. Next, later events. It is the entry of lymphocytes and appearance of mast cells. This occurs in later events of inflammatory stage. Okay. Next, the start stage is proliferative stage. It begins within 2 hours of the initial injury and may continues for 21 hours. And it is characterized by 4 events. They are granulation tissue formation. First is means it is composed of fibroblasts, macrophages and endothelial cells, and formation of new capillaries. Granulation tissue is the red tissue that bleeds easily, and also hypergranulation occurs. Next, mesenchymal cell proliferation. Fibroblasts are the major mesenchymal cells involved in wound healing, although smooth cells are also involved. Okay, even though smooth cells are involved, mesenchymes also involved in wound healing. Next, macrophages produce chemotatic for fibroblasts, that is PDGE, TGF, IL-1, EGF. These are the different types of lymphocytes. Okay, PDGE, TGF, IL-1 and EGF lymphocytes are as well. Next, collagen synthesis. It creates a support matrix for the tissue that provides it with its strength. Okay, collagen synthesis, it provides support and strength for tissue. Okay. Next, oxygen, iron, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium and proteins are vital for collagen synthesis. Okay, oxygen, iron, vitamin C, zinc and magnesium and protein. Okay, these are all necessary for collagen synthesis. This stage is actual rebuilding by construction wood edges pulled together to reduce the defect. This is the collagen synthesis stage. Next, the third stage is angiogenesis. It is again divided into 3 types. The first one is angiogenesis, reconstructed vasculature in areas damaged by wounding and stimulates by local level acidic pH and decreases O2 tension in tissues. Means in angiogenesis, reconstruction of vasculation occurs where damaged wounds occur and also stimulate acidic levels and pH decreased. Okay, since acidic character increases, we can say that pH will be decreased. Okay. Next, recruitment and assembly of bone marrow derived progenitor cells by cytokines is the central theme. Next, EGF1 is the most potent angiogenesis stimulation identified. Heparin identified. Okay, means EGF1 is the most potent angiogenesis. Okay, and heparin is also important cofactor for TGF. For TGF, and also for TGF, heparin acts as cofactor and PGS also as stimulant. The fourth stage is epithelialization, formation of an epithelium layer that seals and protects the wound from bacteria and fluidless. Means here you can say special layer will be produced around the wound which protects from bacteria in epithelialization. And epithelialization is essential to have moist environment for fast growth of this layer. Okay, and it is a very fragile layer that can easily destroy with aggressive wound irritation. This epithelial layer is, you can say, very fragile layer. And the last stage of wound healing is remodeling stage. It occurs in 3 weeks to 2 years. Okay, and also it's known as final stage of wound healing. Cottage synthesis continues with eventual closure of the wound and increased in the tensile strength. These are the characteristics. Cottage synthesis occurs with continuous eventual closures of the wound. Means wound will be closed continuously and also increase the tensile strength. Tensile strength reaches about 90%, 80% of pre-injury strength. This is the overall process of wound healing. Now we will see the different stages, the time taken, and also cells involved in the stage and function of that particular cell. Okay, clearly. This is also known as synopsis. Simple we can know. First, homeostasis. It occurs immediately, and the cells involved is platelets, and function is clotting. Next, inflammation. It occurs 2 to 5 days. The cells is neutrophils, macrophages. The main function is phagocytosis, means which kills the bacteria in inflammation stage. Next, proliferation. It occurs from day 5 to day 21. Macrophages, lymphocytes, angiocytes, neutrocytes, keratinocytes. These are all cells involved in proliferation. The full depict re-establishment skin function. Next, the remodeling stage. It occurs from 21 to 2 years. The cells involved in fibrocytes, they develop tensile strength. This is the overall process of wound healing and pathophysiology of wound healing. If you like this video, please click on like button, subscribe our channel PPK Pharma Tutorial, and share this video to your friends. It's a very good material, worthy material. You can score high marks and gain knowledge regarding the wound healing process. Thank you to all for watching this video. Bharat Mata ki Jai.